ayaw mo nang magwakas. Handa ka na bang yakratin ng buong katotohanan at sumama sa paulit-ulit na kamalian? Huwag katunayan ay nasa iyong harapan. Itatanggi mo pa ba ang realidad? Pumasok sa makikitidang kung sa laman ay kakasya. Pag ikaw ay sumama sa karamihan, tiyak ikaw ay mali. Maliligang din naman sa karamihan, ikaw ay maliligaw. Hey!
Yayanig sa dep ko, yanigin natin ang buong mundo. Patunayan mo ang iyong tindigan, ikaw ang yanig sa dep ko. Yayanig sa dep ko, labanan na, banal na kasulatan, kapayapaan, makakamit na, tunay na nawa.
Huwag ay hindi naman ang iyong tindig. Huwag na ang pipilitin na maging saksi. Walang di naman ang inyong aral at magkakatoks-katoks ka pa sa ligong ka. Sanay ka naman sa dagdaan, pakasabtong araw ka marating. Garalisip hanggang huli, oras, araw at panahon at totohanan ito'y kairan. Huwag ka sana maliligaw, kung ikaw ay sila muli.
Yayanig sa dep ko, yanigin natin ang buong mundo. Patunayan mo ang iyong tindigan, ikaw ang yanig sa dep ko. Yayanig sa dep ko, labanan na, banal na kasulatan, kapayapaan, makakamit na, sa tunay na unawa.
Mamahagi ay isang karangalan. Iba din naman sa uri ng pagsusuri ng katotohanan. Induksyon, kailanman ito di naging uri ng argumento. Walang welcome bagay na pinagabalahan. Lego na labing natin ang tunay na kahulugan. Lego, lugar na malalisik ng kasagutan. Nahagilap nagtatanggol, may pinaglalaban. Dito lamang iyan.
Yayanig sa dep ko, yanigin natin ang buong mundo. Patunayan mo ang iyong tindigan, ikaw ang yanig sa dep ko. Yayanig sa dep ko, labanan na, banal na kasulatan, kapayapaan, makakamit na, sa tunay na unawa. Dep ko, ang tanging lugar kung saan lahat ay pinapalabas.
They can hear me na? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome po sa pambansang debating platform ng Pinas. Ito po ang Debaters Convention, ang pambansang debating platform. Siyempre, kasama natin ang dalawa nating batikang mga debaters today. Thank you for joining us, Brother Delmar and Brother Sherwin. It's good to have you both with us today. Kamusta po kayo? Pwede po ba kayo magpakilala saglit, Delmar?
Hello. Okay. So ako si Sherwin. Affirmative ngayon, tatayo bilang isang affirmative. Ang topic namin ngayon ay patutunayan ko na ang kahalili ni Peter ay dapat si Clement.
Alright.
So, yun.
Thank you very
Good
much.
evening. Ito ang inyong maliit na lingkod kay Cristo, ang inyong kapatid, Brother Delmar Santiago. Mula po sa Catholic Faith the Apostolic Movement of the Philippines, tatayo po sa panig na negatibo. Tututulan natin ang paksang inihain sa atin ng ating kapatid na si Sherwin mula sa tunay na Iglesia ni Cristo.
Thank you very much, both of you gentlemen. Maraming salamat po sa mga nanonood po ngayon. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat. Before we proceed to our exciting debate for tonight, pwede po bang pakishare po ang ating live stream para po marami po makakita at makapanood. Don't forget to comment, like nyo po yung ating live stream. At before we move on, i-decide po natin yung ating po mga rules para po sa ating mga debaters for tonight. Number 1 rule po natin, ang lahat ng sagot ay kailangan sagutin ng 20 seconds maximum. Okay, kung titigil na sumasagot ng at least 3 seconds, magsasabi ako as your moderator ng next question. Second rule, kung categorical lang question, kailangan sagot muna kayo ng categorical. I'm sure you know this very well, no? Bago kayo magpaliwanag, sagot muna kayo ng categorical. Number 3, kung walang sagot sa categorical or hindi categorical, next question kaagad, wala na explanation. Number 4, kung ano ang tanong, yun lang ang sasagutin. Number 5, sa unang pagtatanong, kinakailangan ng itatanong lamang ay ayon sa itinindig ng affirmative or ng negative side sa kanyang presentation. Alright? Number 6, ang debater na makakatanggap ng 3 warnings mula sa akin as your moderator ay may, of course, may kaukulang disiplina. Okay, babawasan natin ng 1 minuto sa kanyang oras ng pagtatanong o daragdagan naman ng 1 minuto kung ang tinatanong naman ang paglalapatan. Number 7, out of topic, of course, are not accepted. Number 8, no side comment, especially kapag nasa cross-examination, wag na kayo magsa-side comment. Proceed na kayo sa question number 9, no unprofessional attitude. Make sure na wala kayong mga unnecessary remarks. Number 10, no objection during conclusion. Number 11, respect the admin, especially ako yung moderator nyo, ako pinaka-referee nyo for tonight. And number 12, ito lamang ang iiral na patakaran bilang pagsasaayos ng debating ito. Alright? Agree ba ang both na debaters natin?
Yes po.
Yes, moderator, agree.
Alright, so kung ready na po tayo, magsisimula po ang ating affirmative side, which is Brother Sherwin. If you're ready, just say when you're ready for 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm ready. So, okay, let me
timer?
start.
Your time starts
Okay.
now.
Okay, thank you for sa mga nanonood sa live. Thank you. Manood kayo. This is an educational presentation. So, ang topic ko ngayon is about Clement was the appointed successor of Peter, not Linus. Now, bakit ko to sinabi, no? So, as per Catholic traditions, since the apostolic age, the Pope or the Bishop of Rome is usually chosen by the consensus of clergy and laity of diocese. The body of electors was more precisely defined when, in 1059, the College of Cardinals was designated the sole body of electors. So, sa RCC, ang tradition nila, usually, ang Bishop of Rome is elected, chosen by consensus of clergy. So, by election siya, no? Ayan yung traditional nila. The first supposed Bishop of Rome, who was Peter, was not really chosen by election, rather direct appointment by Jesus Christ himself, presupposing that the case in Matthew 18:19 refers to authority. So yung pinakaunang supposedly Bishop ng Rome, which is Peter, was not chosen through an election. Hindi nagpa-election si Jesus Christ, kundi directly, presupposedly, na pinili ni Jesus Christ si Peter, presupposing na yung case doon ay authority. The next in line from Peter, which is traditionally believed by RCC to be Linus, was presupposed to have been chosen through election by consensus of clergy and laity of diocese. So, traditionally, ang sumunod kay Peter, which is Linus, he was chosen through an election by laity of the diocese. So nagkaroon sila ng election at napili nila si Peter na humalili kay napili nila si Linus na humalili kay Peter. Yan yung tradition na yan yung tradition na yun. Historically, according to Liber Pontificalis, a 4th century documents, Linus, along with Cletus, was ordained by Peter as bishop for the priestly ministry in Rome. But just because one is ordained as a bishop, it does not automatically follow that the bishop will sit on the papacy. Peter can ordain many bishops, as many as he can, but just because he ordained them, not all can be his successor. So si Peter as an apostle can ordain bishops as many as he can. But just because nag-ordain siya ng mga bishops, it does not automatically imply na yung na-ordain niya is his successor. The question is, ito yung tanong, among all the bishops that Peter ordained, who among them, sino sa kanila, was chosen by himself to take his seat or take the keys which were passed down by Jesus Christ himself? Meron bang inappoint si Peter directly na pumalit sa kanya na magtitake ng susi na yan? Now, again, according to Liber Pontificalis, a Latin pontifical book, ito yung Book of Popes, a book of biographies of popes from St. Peter until 15th century. In the section about Peter, it was mentioned that Peter ordained Linus and Cletus, but their ordination was for the priestly ministry of on the community. Meanwhile, Clement was also ordained as bishop and commended to him the authority of Peter received by Jesus, saying, ito yung sabi ni Peter ayon sa Liber Pontificalis kay Clement. As unto me was delivered by my Lord Jesus Christ the power to govern and to bind and loose. So I also commit into thee that thou mayest ordain stewards over diverse matters, who will carry onwards the work of the church, and mayest thyself not become engrossed with the cares of the world, but mayest strive to give thyself solely to prayer and preaching to the people. So merong verbatim, no? Merong verbatim na binanggit si Peter na ikaw, Clement, as unto me was delivered by my Lord Jesus Christ the power to govern and to bind and loose, so I also commit into thee. So may direct appointment si Clement na tanggap, no? Ito yung Liber Pontificalis. Kung titingnan niyo sa section ng Liber Pontificalis, which is actually a 4th century documents, mababasa niyo doon, he ordained two bishop, Linus and Cletus, who in person fulfilled all the service in the priest in the city of Rome for the inhabitants and for strangers. He consecrated this Clement as bishop and committed to him the government of the see and all the church, saying, as unto me was delivered by my Lord Jesus Christ the power to govern and to bind and loose, so I also commit into thee. So this is an historical document, okay? Ngayon, balik tayo, hanap tayo ng ibang reference. Si Tyrenius Rufinus, also called Rufinus of Aquila, Rufinus Aquilinus of Rufinus of Concordia, 4th century monk, historian and theologian. He is best known as a translator of Greek patristic material, especially the work of Origen into Latin. Doon sa pagsalin niya sa isang sa Clementine literature, nabanggit niya rin doon na si Clement ay yung pinili ni Peter, pero may contest. Nagtataka yung mga tao, bakit ganun? Parang may mali doon kasi naging bishop of Rome si Linus at saka si Cletus, tapos bishop pinili si Clement. Paano yun? Sabi ni Rufinus, hindi yun parang conflict of interest. Ginawa daw yun ni Peter. Ang pag-appoint kay Linus ang pag-appoint ni Linus as bishop, yan yung time na buhay pa si Peter. Kaya kung titingnan mo siya sa Liber Pontificalis, ang date ng pontification ni Linus is 56 AD to 67 AD. Natapos yung papacy ni Peter noong 64 AD. So mayroong overlap. Nakuha niyo yun? Mayroong overlap. Ibig sabihin, nakaupo pa si Peter, in-appoint niya si Linus as a successor. So hindi po pwedeng magkaroon ng parang nakapatong na nakaupo sa seat of Peter. Hindi pwedeng ganoon yan. Hindi pwedeng ganoon yan, di ba? So dito lumalabas na ang sinasabi ni Rufinus, inordina si Linus as bishop, pero hindi siya inordina bilang kapalit niya. Okay? Walang ganong klaseng ordination. So it seems, based on these historical documents, it was Clement who directly received an appointment of the successorship from Peter himself, in the same manner that Peter received the keys directly. If keys means authority, from Jesus himself, Linus and Cletus, who were ordained as bishop by Peter, they were ordained for the priestly ministry, not to take the keys that were given by Jesus to Peter. So si Linus at saka si Cletus, they were ordained as bishops habang buhay pa si Peter. But then dahil si Clement ang nakakasama ni Peter along the travel, siya pa nga yung kasama ni Peter nung time na nakipag-argue siya kay sino yung Simon, si Magus ba yan? Kasama niya si Clement. Tapos okay, so another source ko is Tertullian. Sabi ni Tertullian, sabi niya, For this is the manner of which apostolical churches transmit the register, as the Church of Samaria, with records of the Polycarp, was placed therein by John, as also the Church of Rome, which makes Clement to have been ordained in like matter by Peter. So dun sa sinasabi ni Tertullian mentioned that John placed Polycarp and Clement was ordained in like manner, meaning as Polycarp directly appointed by John, so as Clement by Peter. And according to him, this is the manner in how apostolic churches transmit their registers. Yet, for some reason, the seat of Peter was obtained by Linus via election. Here, it would seem that the Peter's authority to bind and loose was invalidated. So parang nabaliwala yung authority ni Peter, no? I mean, imagine nyo to, You are Peter. You have the supposed authority of Christ so that whatever you decide on earth will be bound in heaven. You decide to choose a successor in the person of Clement, one of the bishops you ordained. Yet, instead of following your decree, the laity of diocese conduct an election and elect Linus, and the one you pick waited in line to sit after Cletus. What does this imply about the supposed Christ-given authority? Actually, ang nangyari dito, nasira yung authority ni Peter kasi hindi sinunod yung gusto niya. So, nagatungan, nasapawan. Peter's authority to bind and loose was disregarded by the laity of diocese when they elect Linus as the second pope instead of choosing the appointed successor of Peter. So, nakikita niyo sa presentation ko, no? Okay. Thank you.
Maraming salamat sa ating affirmative side. Thank you for your presentation. Now, we will proceed to the cross-examination by the negative side. Denmar, are you ready for 7 minutes?
Yes, ready.
Timer?
Okay, doon sa Liber Pontificalis na document na kinote po, may sinabi ba doon na I will give you the chair of Peter or his chair to Clement? Meron ba o wala?
In that exact word, wala. Pero ito yung sabi niya. He consecrated blessed Clement as bishop and commended to him the government of the see and all the church, saying, as unto me was delivered by my Lord Jesus Christ the power to govern and to bind and loose. This bind of loose is the authority, the keys. So also I commit into thee.
Next question,
my ordained.
Okay, next question. Okay, next question. Ang sabi dyan, consecrate. No? Sinabi ba dyan na in-appoint niya? Yes or no?
Yes, sabi dito, as unto me was delivered by my Lord Jesus Christ the power to govern and to bind and loose. So I also commit into thee that do mayest ordain stewards over divers. So sinabi niya directly niya, as unto me was delivered by my Lord Jesus Christ the power to govern
Next
and to
question,
bind and
please.
loose.
Okay, uulitin ko yung
Next
tanong.
question.
Ano ba ang sinabi sa dokumento? Ang sinabi ba dyan ay in-appoint or kinonsecrate?
Okay, ang sabi dito, consecrated and committed to him the government of the sea and all the church, saying, as hindi lang ibig sabihin hindi lang consecrated as bishop, he also committed to him the government of the sea and all the church, saying,
Next question, please.
Okay, next question. So sa Bible naman tayo, sa Bible, dahil dyan binase yan, yung ibang mga apostol din ba binigyan ng sose o authority in Matthew chapter 18 verse 18? Yes or no?
Specifically doon sa Matthew 16:18, ang binigyan ng Peter. Matthew 16:18. Ang pinasahan doon ay si Peter.
Okay, sa Matthew 18:18.
Matthew 18:18. Pakibasa ano sabi doon?
Okay, sa Matthew 18:18, sinabi din ng Panginoon, inulit niya yung kanyang sinabi kay Peter. Ito basahin natin. Sabi diyan, Matthew chapter 18, running time tayo eh. Sige. Sabi diyan ganito, no? And I truly tell you, whatever you bind on earth will be bound on heaven. Whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. So tanong, no? So ibig sabihin dito sa Biblia, hindi lamang si Saint Peter ang binigyan ng authority to bind and loose. Tama ba? Yes or no?
Specifically on that verse, hindi. Si Peter ang sinasabihan dyan. Si Peter ang kausap.
Okay, kapag inakyat natin sa diyan sa may Matthew chapter 18 verse 1, si Peter pa rin ang kausap.
Hindi, basahin mo muna ano yung
Ang sabi diyan, at that time the disciples came to Jesus and asked, who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? So, ibig sabihin, hindi lang si Saint Peter ang kausap ni Kristo diyan.
In that verse na sinasabi mo sa verse 1, hindi lang si Peter, pero specifically doon sa kiss na pagbibigay ay si Peter ang kausap niya. Syempre, ibang chapter na yan. So, don't jump. Hindi ka pa pwedeng mag-refer doon sa number 1. Samantalang ang tanong mo ay nandun sa 18.
Next question, please.
Okay, next question. So, sinasabi mo ba dito na walang authority yung ibang apostles? Yes or no?
Merong authority. Merong authority yung mga apostles. But specifically, again, on that particular verse, ang kausap ni Jesus Christ ay si Peter. So, logically, since si Peter ang kausap niya, the keys was given to Peter. Yun
So,
lang,
they
Matthew
have
16.
also...
Wait lang. Patapusin mo siya, Denmar. Meron pa siya ilang segundo. Pero go ahead. Next question.
Sige na, okay na.
Okay, so they have also the power or authority to bind and loose. Kasi sabi mo, meron silang authority rin katulad kay St. Peter, di ba? Yes or no?
Yes, they have the power to bind and loose. But again, specifically, doon sa Matthew 16:18, ang kausap mo dyan ay si Peter. So the keys that was given specifically was to a person called Peter. Okay? I in my belief, I do believe that apostle also have
Next
the
question,
keys.
please.
Okay, next question. So kapag ka mayroon palang authority na bind and loose, Pope na agad. So paano yon? Sinabi mo, lahat pala ng apostles may authority to bind and loose. Lahat pala ng
No.
apostles ay Pope. Yes or no?
No. Kasi ang papacy is a line or the seat of Peter. Pag sinabing papacy, it's a seat of Peter. It's not a seat of Paul. It's not the seat of any other apostle, but it is a seat of Peter, not the seat of apostles. Okay? So that's a papacy. The seat of Peter, not any other apostles.
Next question, please.
Okay, next question. Hindi mo ba alam na dito sa kasaysayan, even sa encyclopedia and Webster's history ay si Linus ang nakalagay na successor ni St. Peter? Yes or no?
Okay, in this encyclopedia, again, meron talagang mga references na nagsasabi na si Linus ang nakaupong second pope. Again, kung yan yung tradition nyo, wala akong tutol dyan. But the point is, merong pinapoint si Peter na directly appointed and that was Clement. Hindi si Linus.
Next question.
For some reason, nagkaroon
Next
pa ng
question.
election. Next question.
Okay, next question. Kung si Clement ang tunay na kahalili ni San Pedro, no? Bakit hindi sinabi ni Peter yun sa congregation o wala man siyang sinulat na si Clement ang kanyang ini-appoint?
Actually, sabi ko nga kanina, I have already presented my proof. Liber Pontificalis specifically say that he consecrated Blessed Clement as a bishop and committed to him the government of the see and all the church, saying, as unto me was delivered by my Lord Jesus Christ the power
Next
to govern
question,
and to
please.
bind
So,
and
ulitin
loose.
ko yung
Next
tanong
question.
para magets mo, bro. No, mayroon ka ba na sinulat ni St. Peter na sinasabi niyang in-appoint niya si Clement? Meron o wala?
Okay, walang ganong nakasulat pero merong historical documents. Again, the top.
Time. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Now, we will proceed dun sa next nating presentation. Go ahead.
Thank you, moderator. Okay, isang mapagpalang gabi sa inyo lahat, mga minamahal na aming kapatid sa pananampalatayang Katoliko. Ang ating paksa ay tututulan natin yung sinasabi ng ating kapatid na Sherwin mula sa TINK na tunay na Iglesia ni Cristo na si Clement daw ang kahalili ni San Pedro. So unang-una, dahil ako ay tututol, ay babasahin natin yung Liber Pontificalis na kanyang sinasabi. Okay? So napakahalaga kasi na malaman natin ano yung tunay na konteksto doon sa Liber Pontificalis. Ayan, naka-screen share naman yung kabuuan. So, pwede nyo mabasa habang binabasa ko rin naman sa inyo, no? So, ito yung sa akin kasi naka-PDF sa akin yung Liber Pontificalis. Ang sabi diyan ganito. Okay. Sabi niya diyan, he consecrated the Blessed Clement as bishop and committed him the government of the see and all the church, saying, unto me was delivered by the Lord Jesus Christ to power to govern and to bind and loose. So also I commit it unto thee, that thou mayest ordain stewards over diverse matters, who will carry onward the work of the church. Ayan, so kapag binasa natin yan, sa tingin ni Bro Sherwin, ay pinasa na daw kay Clement, no? Yung See of Peter na kanyang sinasabi na we actually stand naman talaga na it is not called the Saint of Saint Paul or the Chair of Saint Paul, Chair of Saint Matthew, Chair of Saint Luke, but it's Chair of Saint Peter because Peter was the first Pope and the Bishop of Rome. But however, no, ang sabi kasi dito, he consecrated him as bishop. Remember, in Catholic hierarchy, there is an ecclesiastical bishop. There is the Bishop of Rome. No, there are many positions that were ascribed as bishop. What bishop or what kind of bishop? What kind of authority was given? No, was given by Saint Peter. O itataas natin yung basa. Sabi diyan, he ordained 2 bishops, Linus and Clitus, who is in person filled all the service of the priest to the city of Rome for the inhabitants, for the strangers. And the blessed Peter gave himself to prayer and preaching, instructing the people. So, there you go, mga kapatid, no? He ordained 2 bishops, Linus and Clement. Alam nyo, in process of making a bishop, there is a consecration, no? Kaya sa the Code of Canon Law ng ating simbahan, sabi diyan, hindi pa pwede mag-o-ordain ang isang obispo or yung isang obispo, no, na walang papal mandate. Okay, basahin natin ano. Okay. Sabi diyan ganito. Ayan. So, sabi dito sa ating canon law, so 751, no? Ayan. Sundan nyo, no? Yung canon law natin ng 1983. No? Kasi 1917 is actually, hindi na natin siya masyadong ginagamit. So, ayan. So, gagamitin natin canon 751, no? Ayan. So, yung canon 751, ito yung kadalasan natin ginagamit, no, sa illicit consecration ni Marcel Lefebvre, no. Ito sabi dito, no, canon 1013, no bishop is permit to consecrate anyone a bishop unless it is first evident that there is a pontifical mandate, no. A bishop who consecrates someone a bishop without a pontifical mandate, a person receives the consecration from him, incur a Latin sanctiate excommunication reserved to the Apostolic See. So, therefore, no, kapag ka magko-consecrate ka ng bishop, no, there is a need of pag mag-ordain ka, there is a need of consecration and papal mandate. So, ayan nga ang gusto nating itanong kay Brother Taint, no? Kay Brother Sherwin, kasi merong ecclesiastical bishop, local bishop, no? May yung sinasabi niya, no, yung talipunan ng mga obispo. So, sino ba talaga? Kasi ang nangyari dito sa binasa niyang Liber Pontificalis, nag-consecrate pala ng bishops, no? Hindi pala nag-ordain ng Pope. So, ano ang nangyari? Okay. So, basahin natin yung kasunod na kanyang ginamit, no? Yung kanyang ginamit Ayan. So mababasa nyo dyan sa kanyang referensya, no, yung kay Tertullian. Ayan. Basahin natin yung kay Tertullian na. Sabi niya dito, no, let them unfold the role of the bishops. Who is the bishop? Oh, yung mga inordained ni Saint Peter, running down to due succession the beginning in such that the bishop of theirs, the bishop shall be able to show his ordainer, a predecessor, someone at the apostles or apostolic men. No. Ano ang idinidiin diyan ng ating kapatid? Sabi diyan, for this is a matter in which apostolic churches transmit their registers as the church of Smyrna, which records Polycarp was placed thereby by John, no, so as to the church of Rome, which makes Clement to have been ordained in like matter by Peter, and exactly same was the other churches likewise exhibit. So, ano pinalalabas dito? Pinalalabas dito mga kapatid, kung mapapansin ninyo, yung sinabi, no, yung sinabi nung una, ayan, no, the bishop shall be able to show his ordainer or predecessor to name one of the apostles of or a apostolic man. So ang pinalalabas dito, no, nag-ordain na-ordain ito si Clement to become, no, thank you, no, to become the bishop, one of the bishops of the church, not the pope. It's because, mga kapatid, ang tinutukoy dito, yung pag-ordain. Ayan, no? The role of the bishops. No, ano yung role of the bishops? No? Yung role ng bishops is to nandiyan naman eh. Ayan, no? Nandiyan naman, sabi diyan, ano, sabi diyan, ano, yung let them produce the original records of their churches. No, yung meron silang mga hawak na churches. So, pagdating doon, sa kanya sinabi na authority ibinigay sa apostles, sa dito kay Lino, St. Clement, actually, yung Matthew chapter 18, verse 18, basahin natin yon. Pero bago yun, punta tayo sa 1, kasi context by context tayo eh. No, Matthew chapter 18 verse 1. At the time the disciples came to Jesus and asked, who is the greatest of the kingdom of heaven? So ayan, sumagot na si Jesus. So ano na ang sinagot ng ating Panginoon? Sino daw ang greatest of them all? Sabi niya, truly I tell you, whoever you bind on earth will be bind in heaven, whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven. And remember, ang kausap ng ating Panginoon dito ay yung mga apostles na nagtanong sa kanya. Ito yung kanyang sagot. No, ito yung kanyang sagot sa kanila. Kaya sasabihin ni Brother Sherwin, bakit sinabi na you? Sabi niya ito, tingnan mo ha. He called the child whom he put among them and said, truly I tell you, yung singular, no, ay parallel doon sa them, no? Truly I tell you, unless you change and become like children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. So yung you, the pronoun you, parallel siya doon sa them. Who is them? Yung kausap ni Kristo sa verse 1, at the time of the disciples came to Jesus and asked, who is the greatest of the kingdom of heaven? So ang binigyan ng power to bind and loose, not only Saint Peter, who was the first pope, but ganun din yung mga bishops. Okay? Yung mga apostles. Okay. So, sa kasaysayan mga kapatid naman tayo, gusto kong maging hindi ilusyon, kundi maging totoo. Sino nga ba ang kahalili ni San Pedro according sa kasaysayan? Okay. According sa... Okay.
Thank you very much. Ngayon po, we will proceed to the cross-examination naman ng ating affirmative side na si Brother Sherwin. Are you ready for
Okay, for my question number 1, since ginamit mo din yung Liber Pontificalis, ito yung question number 1 ko. Sabi mo, he consecrated Blessed Clement as bishop. Pero ang sabi din dito, and committed to him the government of the sea and all the church saying. Gusto ko paki-explain yung committed to him the government of the sea and all the church. Pakipaliwanag ang ibig sabihin niya.
Yes, it's just like how Jesus said it to the apostles, Matthew chapter 18 verse 18. Pero hindi nangangahulugan, lahat sila ay pope. No, they have the same. Kaya nga doon kay Tertullian, di ba? No, meron silang same authority ni Saint Peter. It's because ganun din kasi ibinigay kay Peter yung
Next
authority.
question, please. Next question.
My next question specifically dun sa Liber Pontificalis. Ang third paragraph, he consecrated Blessed Clement. Sino pa dito ang tinatawag mo? Sino pa yung bishop dito na sinasabi? Kasi Clement lang ang subject.
Ang sabi diyan sa itaas, bro, kinonsecrate niya at inordain na bishop si Cletus at saka si Linus. Hindi lang si Clement ang pinag-uusapan diyan.
Third
Next question,
question?
please.
Okay, so sa time ni Apostle, inalin tulad mo, no? So sa history ba sabay-sabay sila na ordain as bishop?
According doon sa Matthew chapter verse 18, sabay-sabay silang tumanggap ng authority.
Hindi yun yung tanong ko. Ang tanong ko
Sherwin,
is whether...
timer? Pakistop nga po.
Sorry,
Pakistop saglit. Let me remind you, Sherwin, na meron tayong 20 seconds na pagsagot ng kabilang panig. So, let him
sorry.
sufficiently answer the question with enough time, okay? Please ask the question again.
Okay, my question is about Linus, Cletus, and Clement. Ang tanong ko sa'yo is sabay-sabay ba sila na inordain ng bishop? Si Linus, si Cletus, at na Clement, sabay-sabay ba sila?
Yes, sabay-sabay sila according diyan sa Liber Pontificalis na binabasa mo. No, we can read naman, no, magkakasunod naman yan. Ang sabi diyan, so, he ordained 2 bishops, Linus and Cletus. O sumunod, ano na ang nangyari? He consecrated Blessed Clement. Oh, so there is no debate regarding
Next
that.
question,
Sabay-sabay.
Next question.
Okay. Ang next question ko is, kilala mo si Tyrannus Rufinus, also called Rufinus of Aquila, di ba?
Yes. Of course.
Okay. Pakipaliwanag, bakit doon sa preface of Books of Recognition of St. Clement, sa preface na, bakit sinabi na nauna i-ordain si Cletus at saka si Linus at pinakahuli si Clement?
Okay. So sabay-sabay naman talaga kasi when we say sabay-sabay, no, it's not the time or the day or the hour, the second, the minute. Sabay-sabay sila at that same year, no? At that same time kung kailan buhay pa si Saint Peter, no? Ayan.
Next
So
question,
sabay-sabay sila.
Okay, ano yung historical document mo na the same year sila nagsabay-sabay i-ordain?
Ayun, magandang tanong, no? Yung aking historical reference dito na maibibigay sa iyo, kapatid, ay ito yung Information Almanac sa page 296 ng year 1968. Ayan.
Next question, please.
Ano sabi doon? Pakibasa.
Okay. So sabi doon, kapatid, no, ito yung pagkakasunod-sunod. Sabi ay ganito, no? Okay. Basahin natin. Sabi dito, ito. Nasaan na ba yun? 268. Okay. 268. Ayan. So sabi dito, no? Ayan. Okay, the Holy Catholic Apostolic Roman Church recognized the Bishop
Next question,
of Rome.
please.
Wait lang. Okay, sige. Tutuloy ko ba, Bro Sherwin?
Okay, basa tuloy mo na pagbasa.
Okay. The Bishop of Rome as the Pope, the vicar of Christ on earth, the visible head of the Church. Saint Peter, who died in the year 64 to 67 AD, was the first Pope. Linus followed on 67 to 76 AD and followed by Cletus or Anacletus in
Next question,
76 to 88 AD.
Next question.
So, Okay, ang next question ko is ganito. Tinagbasa kita, di ba? Bakit sa binasa mo, sabi 67 to 68, tapos sumunod si Clitos? Bakit, pero ang paliwanag mo kanina, the same year, tapos ngayon binasa mo, iba. Magkaibang year sila.
Okay. So, ayan, yung historical records ng first century is actually, we don't very rely on them because it's not inaccurate, no? Even the birth of Christ, no, paiba-iba ang petsa, no? Even the birth of Mary, yung kanyang death, no? It's not sure, it's not accurate. It's more on ito yung sinasabi nating
Next
merong
question.
pinakamalapit na date na binigay.
So sabi mo ngayon, hindi siya hindi siya accurate, no? So hindi ka sure na sabay-sabay sila sa isang taon na 'yon.
Yes, sure ako because I may found other resources rather than this, no? So mamaya ilalabas natin kasi hindi pa naman natapos yung aking presentation kanina. So sabay-sabay talaga sila, no?
Okay. Since pinarallel mo 'yan sa apostles, sa time ba nung nakausap niya at nagbigay siya ng susi sa mga apostles sa Matthew 18:18, yan ba sila magkakaiba ng araw binigyan ng susi?
Hindi, sabay-sabay yun.
So isang
that
araw
very
lang.
moment,
Let him finish the question, the answer.
moderator?
Answer, please.
Okay.
Sige.
In that same moment na sinabi ni Kristo na I truly I tell you, no, I have given you the power to bind and loose, no. In that same day, pare-pareho sila.
Okay, ang next na tanong ko is bakit mo pinaparallel 'yan doon kay Linus Clitos at Clement kung hindi sila the same day, hindi rin naman sila the same day na ordained.
It's just because, no, hindi po sinabi na it consecrate and to ordain and to...
Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Sayang.
Magpuproceed na po tayo sa susunod nating sa rebuttal. Wait, hold on. Sila po tayo. Hold on lang. Ayan, tayo po ay pupunta na po sa 10 minutes rebuttal ng ating po affirmative side na si Sherwin. Before that, Devcon, may nababasa mo ba dyan yung mga comments ng ating mga manonood? Okay. So,
ako na ba magbabasa, brother?
Yes, please.
Sabi ni Darrell Villones, go, brother Denmark. Sabi ni Prince Tumong Ignosis School, si Clemente ng Rome, Ignatius ng Antigua, tama ba? Hindi ko alam kung paano i-pronounce Papias ng Herapocus, ano ba ito i-pronounce? At Polycarp ng Smyrna. Nasaan po ang missing link ng appointment ng tinatawag na Church Father na ipasa ang papacy ng mga ito? Nagtatanong lang. Wala pong masyadong comments. Ito ulit si Brother June.
Alright.
Pambihira naman, nabitin pa kung sinong kahalili ni Apostol Pedro. Yan pa naman topic ninyo, naabutan pa ng oras. History pa more. Yan lamang po.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much po sa ating pamanonood. Maraming salamat po. If you could like our live stream, if you could share it, we would really appreciate it. Maraming salamat po. And now we will proceed to our rebuttal period kung saan mag-represent po ang ating pong affirmative, Sherwin, for 10 minutes.
Okay, again. So, babalikan ko ulit kasi ang Liber Pontificalis no binasa niya. But it seems like nag-concentrate siya doon sa sinasabing he consecrated Blessed Clement as bishop. Wala naman akong tutol doon kasi bago ka maging pope, usually kailangan mo muna maging bishop. Yan yung requirement noon. Bago ka maging pope, kailangan mo muna maging bishop. So, naturally, si Clement, in-appoint niya muna as bishop. Pero, ang karugtong nun, sabi doon, and committed to him the government of the sea and all the church saying. Perhaps nalilito tayo dito no kasi medyo short description lang. Ngayon, titingnan natin doon sa footnote kasi sinama ko rin naman sa footnote. Kung titingnan niyo sa screen ko no, ang nakalagay dito number 2. So this passage is taken, dun sa footnote niya, makikita, this passage is taken from the apocryphal epistles of Clement to James. So meron siyang sources na binigay, no? Pupuntahan natin yan ngayon. Kung ano talaga yung sinabi doon. Babasahin natin ngayon. Ito ngayon, kung nakikita niyo sa screen ko, sabi dito, chapter 2. Ito yung letter from, ito yung pinaka-source ng Liber Pontificalis. Ito yung chapter 2, Ordination of Clement. Babasahin ko. But about that time, when he was about to die, the brethren being assembled together, he suddenly seized my hand and rose up and said in presence of the church, "Hear me, brethren and fellow servants. Since as I have been taught by the Lord and teacher Jesus Christ, whose apostle I am, the day of my death is approaching, I lay hands upon this Clement as your bishop, and unto him I entrust my chair of discourse, even to him who was journeyed with me from the beginning to the end, and thus has heard all my homilies, who is in a word, having had share in all my trials, has been found steadfast in the faith, whom I found above all others pious, philanthropic, pure, learned, chaste, good, upright, large-hearted, striving, generous, to hear the ingratitude of some and catacombs, whereof I communicate to him the power of binding and loosing, so that with respect to everything which he shall ordain on the earth, it shall be decreed in the heavens. So dito sa James, sa pinaka-source na, pumunta na tayo dun sa pinaka-source niya, no? Sa Ordination of Clement, malinaw na malinaw doon that he did not just ordain or he did not just consecrate Clement as bishop. Rather, dinagdagan niya and committed to him the government of the see and all the church saying. So, since ang topic natin ay about dito, sa Clement was appointed by Peter Latnes, dito sa document na ito, malinaw na patunayan natin na talagang may appointed successor si Peter, at yun ay si Clement. Pero ito yung tanong, okay? Kasi si Peter is supposedly the highest, is presupposed to have the highest authority of all the apostles. Siya yung may kaya nga sa doctrine, sa tradition ng Catholic, merong Peter supremacy. Ibig sabihin, in terms of authority, ang may hawak na pinakamataas ay si Peter. Okay? Kaya nandun sa kanya yung papacy. That is the tradition. So, dito dito sa kay Peter, since siya yung may hawak ng papacy na yun, may authority siya. Ibig sabihin, meron siyang power to bind and loose. Diba? Okay sana kung namatay si Peter, kung wala siyang pinili na successor niya. Halimbawa, ako si Peter, di ba? Ako si Peter. Tapos nag-consecrate o nag-ordain ako ng mga bishops. Okay. Tapos namatay na lang ako, wala akong in-appoint sa kanila as kapalit ko. Then mag-i-election kayo. Mag-i-election kayo para pumalit ng kapalit ko. That is fine. Logically possible. I mean, justifiable yan. Kasi wala na ako eh. Hindi na ako nakapag-ordain eh. Namatay na eh. Pero, bago siya mamatay, ayon sa binasa ko din kanina, may pinili siya as his successor. Ngayon, as a person, as an apostle who holds the highest authority, supposedly, those followers susunod lamang sa authority ko. Okay? But for some reason, ano ginawa nila? Nag-conduct sila ng election. Kasi yan yung tradition nila. Sabi dito, ang tradition ng apostles, they conduct, nagkakaroon sila ng body of electors. So, si Linus, although ordained siya as bishop ni Peter, pinili pa siya ng body of electors. Ito yung clergy and laity of the diocese. Nagkaroon pa sila ng election para piliin si Linus. Samantalang, meron na actually na-appoint si Peter, pero hindi pinakinggan si Peter. So, anong nangyari ngayon sa authority ni Peter? Nasapawan? Na-disregard? So, yan yung pinaka-question doon. What happened? Kung tinitingnan yung highest authority si Peter, and in this historical document, it says clearly that he committed to him the government of the sea. Then what happened to that authority? Bakit hindi siya sinundan? Sabi ni Brother Mark kanina, ang mga apostle daw ay meron ding mga authority. Yes, I agree. But in their traditions, there is a highest authority among the apostles, and that is the seat of Peter. Okay. Ang authority ni Peter, as per the tradition of ang authority ni Peter, as of the tradition of the Catholic, ay pinamataas above all the apostles. But it does not mean na walang authority ng mga apostles. Okay. Merong authority sila, it's just that there is a Peter supremacy. And because there is a Peter supremacy, na unique o pinaka-unique yung position niya sa tradition nila. Ibig sabihin, yung mapipili na uupo dyan also has the highest authority in the senses na katulad ngayon, ang papacy o ang Pope is the highest among all Catholics. Siya yung pinaka-vicar of Christ, siya representative, pinaka-highest of all authority. Yan yung Pope. Ganon din si Peter. Ang pagkakaiba lang, ang transition lang na nangyari dito, for some reason, nag-appoint na si Peter ng successor. Malinaw yan. Committed to him, the government of the sea. Kung babasahin niyo itong Liber Pontificalis, sabi dito, he ordained to Bishop Linus and Clistus, who is person fulfilled the service of the priest in the city of Rome. Inordained as bishop does not mean kinukumit sa'yo yung upuan o yung seat of Peter. Pwede ka kasing mag-ordain ng bishops, but it doesn't mean na ikaw na yung upo sa upuan ni Peter. Traditionally nga, sabi ko nga, yan ay pinipili by election. But then, again, I am going to reiterate, as this is about, kasi ito naman ang topic natin. Merong record in history. Merong record in history na merong pinili na merong kinumit, merong appointed successor si Peter. At yan ay si Clement. At for some reason, hindi yun nasunod. Ang gusto kong ipunto dito ay nasapawan or para bang na disregard yung authority ni Peter. So ang ginagawa kasi ni Boden Mark kanina sa kanyang presentation, binabasa niya, pero ang concentration niya is the consecrated. Hindi niya gaano pinapansin yung kasunod. Sabi dito, he consecrated Blessed Clement as bishop and committed to him the government of the sea. Pag sinabing government of the sea, ito na yung papacy. Ito na yung sea. Kasi pag tinignan mo to sa, kay Linus, sabi dito sa Liber Pontificalis, sa page ni Linus, sabi dito, Linus, by nationality as Italian, occupied the sea for 11 years, 3 years. So pag sinabing occupied the sea, ito na yung seat of Peter. Kung papansinin niyo dito sa kay Linus, papansinin niya, 56 AD. Based on record, is 56 AD siya nagsimula. Buhay pa si Peter doon. Actually, Pope pa nga siya eh. 64 natapos yung office ni Peter eh. Ano nangyari? Nagkaroon ng overlapping?
So, time's up. So, dyan na po natatapos ang 10 minutes presentation ng ating positive side. So, let's go for the 7 minutes questioning sa ating negative side. Bro Digmar?
Okay, so si Tertullian, Brother Sherwin, ay 3rd to 4th century na, agree ka?
Yes.
Okay, so do you believe that Irenaeus is earlier than Tertullian, yes or no?
Yes, I believe. Yeah, actually, historically, mas maano siya.
Okay, si Irenaeus ay kailan siya kailan siya dated or kailan siya nag-exist?
Second century.
Okay, 2nd century. So according kay Irenaeus, sa kanyang Against in Heresy, noong 189 AD, sabi niya, the blessed apostles Peter and Paul, having founded and built up the Church of Rome, handed over the office of episcopate to Linus. Do you agree with this?
Yes, kung babasahin mo yan, yung kay account ni Irenaeus, apostles ang plural dyan, plural apostles. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang si Peter. Kung tumutukoy yan sa Papa, dapat iisa lang dapat. Si Peter lang dapat. Pero ang nakalagay dyan, apostles, plural. Ibig sabihin, mga apostles.
Okay, next question. Okay, next question. Si Eusebius din ba ay nauna kay Tertullian? Yes or no?
I think si Eusebius, I think nahuli ata si Eusebius. I'm not sure kung nauna or I think the same year, the same century.
Okay. Same century pero hindi sila magkasabay, di ba? So, eto tanong ko, Brother Sherwin. Ang tanong ko, no, ang sabi dito sa kanyang church history, no, 3, 4, 9 and up to 10, no, nung sinulat niya 312 AD, sabi diyan, no, Linus, whom mentioned this in the 2nd epistle of Timothy.
Stop the time. Nawala na si Sherwin? Si Sherwin?
Dito ako.
Oo. Sabi dito, no, Linus, whom he mentioned in the 2nd epistle of Timothy, sabi diyan, was Peter's succession in the episcopate of the church. Sabi diyan. So, do you believe in that?
Okay, traditionally, yan talaga yung ibang tinuturo. I do believe also in that. Kaya nga sinasabi ko, ang position ko, dapat si Clement ang naging kapalit ni Peter, hindi si Linus. Hindi ko tinututulan na pumupo si Linus as second pope. Yun nga lang, may pinili actually si Peter.
Okay. So next question natin. Bukod kay Irenaeus at saka kay Eusebius, no? Actually mayroon pang isa na nagsabi. No, kilala mo ba si Epipanos? Epipanos Topsalamis, kilala mo? Yes or
Narinig
no?
ko yung pangalan niya.
Okay. Sabi ni Epipanos sa kanyang Medicine Chest Against All Heresies, sabi diyan, at Rome, the Bishop of Rome, who is Peter, the blessed Peter himself, then Linus, then Cletus, then Clement, the contemporary of Saint Peter. Okay, so do you agree with this na yung kanilang pagkakasunod-sunod, Peter, Linus, Cletus, and Clement?
Yes, agree ako dyan. Actually, sinabi yan ni Rufinus na sa time buhay pa si Peter, inordina na bishop si Linus. Pero ang pagkakaordina niya ay hindi para kasi bago ka maging papa, kailangan mo muna maging bishop. Inordina si Linus as bishop. Kaya nga sinasabi ko kanina, nauna si Linus, sumunod si Linus, at then nahuli si Clement. Pero si Clement pa rin yung pinili as successor.
Okay. So sino ang unang binigyan ni Saint Peter ng key according sa chronological order na binanggit ni Epipanos of Salamis? Sino ang nauna?
Ang sagot ko diyan, si Linus hindi binigyan ng key. Inordina siya as bishop. Pero ang key which is the power to bind and loose, binigay kay Clement. Naunang i-ordain as bishop si Linus at saka si Cletus. Nahuling i-ordain si Clement. Pero si Clement ang nakatanggap ng susi. Bishop lang sila, pero hindi sila yung kapalit ni
Okay, next question ko, no? So, alin ang gamit mong kalendaryo, yung sinasabi mo interval, no? Alin ang gamit mong kalendaryo? No, yung kay Eusebius O yung kay Eusebius o yung Roman calendar? Kanino ang gamit mo?
Okay. O, ang base of account ko is based sa preface ni Rufinus. Sabi dito, how then some men ask can Clement in his letter to James say that Peter passed over to him the position as a church teacher. The explanation of this point, as I understand, is as follows. Linus and Clitus were no doubt bishop in the city of Rome before Clement. Okay, before Clement.
Time,
But this was in
next
Peter's
question.
life.
Okay. Okay, next question. So according dito sa New World Catholic Encyclopedia, yung sinasabi na agwat ng Africanus o yung from Eusebius na kalendaryo, ang sabi diyan, no? Ayan. Ang sabi diyan, Africanus has started 2 years wrong in order to get the right, sabi diyan, no? He has allowed 1 year too little of each. So merong mali doon sa kalendaryo o yung estimate ni Eusebius na dates. So do you believe na wala talagang interval yung pagkakasunod-sunod diyan, yung kay Linus, Clitus, and Clement?
I believe may interval. Kasi based doon sa kay Rufinus, Tyranus, babasahin ko ulit, sabi dito, the explanation of this point, as I understand, is as follows. Linus and Clitus were no doubt bishop in the city of Rome before Clement, but this was in Peter's lifetime. That is, they took charge of the episcopal office while the discharge of the duties.
Okay, next. Ay, sayang ulit. Nabitin.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So, dyan na po nagtatapos ang ating questioning sa rebuttals presentation ng ating positive. So, pupunta na tayo sa presentation ng ating negative side, which is 10 minutes din.
okay.
So,
Thank you, Brother Junrel. Okay. So Linus became the leader or Bishop of Rome is actually uncertain. Hindi siya sure. I mean it's merong date, no? But iyon ay kumbaga parang estimated date to the original date, no? Kasi sabi nga natin, merong calendar si Eusebius but it started wrong. No, merong 2 years ahead which is hindi naman tama yun, no? Kumbaga merong intransparent doon sa kanyang estimation. So hindi talaga sure. So katulad niyan, may binanggit sa adversus heresies o yung against heresies, no? Ang sabi diyan, no, these records are traced back to the list of the Roman bishops, no? So in placing the name of Linus tenure directly after that of Saint Peter. According kay Irenaeus of Lyons noong 174 AD. However, no, si Tertullian, he asserts that Clement of Rome was bishop immediately after Peter, as do several Latin scholars include Saint Jerome. Okay. So alin sa kanila? Kaya nga tinatanong ko, alin sa kalendaryo, no? Ang tama kasi merong mali at merong tamang estimation ng date, no? So pansinin natin, mga kapatid, ano ba talaga yung sinabi ni Saint Jerome, no? Na sinasabi dito na he picked Clement, no? He picked Clement as bishop of Rome after Saint Peter. Okay, basahin natin yung kanyang sulat, mga kapatid. Okay? Teka lang, ayaw mag-an ng aking screen, ha? Ayaw makisama. Ayan. So basahin natin yung kay what he promised to read kay Saint Jerome. Sabi dito ni Saint Jerome, ayan, no, Pope Stephen was Blessed Peter's 22nd successor in the See of Rome, no, against the Luciferians, no, 23 AD 383. Clement, whom the Apostle Paul writing to the Philippians says, with Clement and others of the fellow workers whose name are written in the book of life, the fourth Bishop of Rome after Peter. Ayan, no? If indeed the second was Linus and the third was Anacletus, although most of the Latins think that Clement was second after the apostle. So Lives of Illustrious Men 15 noong 396 AD. But it is actually asserted actually ni Jerome, no? So dinagdagan niya yan. So ano ang sinabi ni Jerome, ni Saint Jerome, no, sa kanyang kasi nalilito yung tao, no, sino ba talaga si Linus o si Clement? Okay, sabi diyan ni Jerome.
Hindi
basahin na
nawawala
natin.
si Denmark, malinaw
Ano
siya
yun?
sa akin.
Sayang naman.
May baka sa hindi.
Hello?
Yes, Deb.
Ayan. Yung Lives of Illustrious Men 15 of 396. Ang sabi diyan, most of the Latins, no? Okay. So sabi ni Saint Jerome, ito tuloy natin yung basa kasi hindi natin pwede puputulin yan. Okay, sabi niya ganito, no? Okay. Sabi niya, since the East shattered as it is by the long-standing feuds subsisting between its people, its bit tearing into shreds, seemingly vest of the Lord, I think it is duty to consult the chair of Saint Peter and to turn a church of Rome whose faith has been praised by Paul. I appeal, no? Ito binabasa natin. I appeal, no? I appeal that the blessed Linus took the seat of the blessed apostle Peter as the bishop of Rome. Ayan, nakasulat yan sa letters 15, 1 noong 396 AD. So, makikita natin Saint Jerome, no, although sinasabi niya na according do sa New Catholic Encyclopedia, no, pinili ni Saint Jerome si Clement na maging kasunod, it's because ang kanyang basis yung mga Latin. Remember, there are another rites as church. Merong Orthodox, merong Russian, merong Latin, merong Eastern. Okay? So iba't iba, merong 8 rites, no? So ngayon, hindi pala Roman Catholic or it is not Roman Catholic tradition that Clement succeeded Peter. So nasa trash can na yon, mga kapatid. Kasi hindi naman pala claim. It is claimed by the Latins according by Saint Jerome. So si Irenaeus, no, na mas nauna pa. Actually ito most trustworthy reference, no, nauna pa si Irenaeus. Ang sabi ni Irenaeus, the blessed apostles Peter and Paul, having founded the build up of the Church of Rome, handed over the office of episcopate to Linus against heresies, no, noong 189 AD. So napakaraming references, mga kapatid, na makikita talaga na kahit yan si Epiphanes, no, sabi niya naman wala daw siyang sabi ni Brother Sherwin, wala naman daw siyang pagtutol na si Linus ay ang second pope, no, although dapat daw talaga ay si Clement. Sino ba masusunod? Ang masusunod talaga si Peter. So if he appointed Linus, wala ka na doon kung in-appoint niya si Linus. Okay? So isa sa pinagpipilian niya si Clement, no? Pero anong nangyari? Si Linus pa rin ang naging kasunod according kay Epiphanes, no? Sabi diyan, at Rome, no, the first bishops were, pakinggan nyo, were Peter, then Linus, then Cletus, then Clement, the contemporary of Saint Peter, medicine chest against all heresies, no, noong 375 AD. So therefore, may chronological order, no? And dyan din sa Liverian Catal at saka sa Liber Pontificalis, ang pagkakasunod talaga dyan, si Linus, si Clement, si Cletus, si Anacletus, si Hippolytus. Ang pagkakasunod-sunod yan, no? Sa Latin tradition, no? Sa Latin tradition, mga kapatid, ang nauna ay si Linus, Clement, at sumunod si Anacletus, which is mali. Okay, mali yon, no? Because Cletus is shortened and the form of Anacletus, no? Okay. So, according naman kay Eusebius, no? Eusebius is Linus, Anacletus, Clement. Ayan. So, sila yung magkakauna, no? Okay. So, sumunod, no, kay Saint Jerome. Linus, Cletus, Anacletus, Clemens. O, hindi talaga. So, ang sumunod talaga kay Peter ay si Saint Linus. Kaya nga dito sa ating binigay na reference kanina, dito sa Information Almanac page 296 noong year 1968. Okay, babasahin ulit natin. Okay, sabi diyan, no? The Holy Catholic Apostolic Roman Church recognized the Bishop of Rome as Pope, the Vicar of Christ on earth, and the visible head of the Church. Oh, ano sinabi diyan? Saint Peter, who died in the year 64 to 67 AD. Next is Saint Linus, 67 to 76 AD. Saint Cletus or Anacletus, 76 to 88 AD. So makikita ninyo, no, na walang interval. Pagkamatay ni Saint Peter, Linus started his work as the Pope, the next Pope. No, then sinundan ni Anacletus, no, 76 AD kung kailan namatay din si Linus, Clement, no, and Evaristus, Alexander, Sixtus, and so forth, no. So, ayan. So, ang pinagbabasihan ng ating kapatid, no, may doon siya pinagbabasihang sulat, no, si Tyrannus Rufinus, no. Si Tyrannus Rufinus, no, itong argument niya, mapangahawakan nating fallacy of authority because sumahawak siya dito. Although this is not a ang sabi nga dito, it is in Latin, no, ayan, no. So it is in Latin. It is not came from the Roman Catholic, but it came from Latin. Okay? So eto, basahin natin dito. Ang sabi diyan, now then some men, no, medyo malabo, no. Ayan. Some men that Clement in his letter on James say that Peter passed over to him his position to the church as a teacher. So, ayun, no, bishops in the city of Rome before Clement, but this was in Peter's. Ay, sayang naman. Nabitin na naman. Okay.
So, dyan na po
Okay.
nagtatapos ang ating 10 minutes presentation sa ating negative side. So, punta na tayo sa 7 minutes questioning sa ating affirmative
Okay.
side. Bro Sir Ryan,
Ang tanong ko,
timer. Ready, timer. Bro Sir Ryan, go ahead.
okay na, naririnig ako? Okay, for my question number 1, hello? Naririnig ako?
Tuloy bro, tuloy.
Ang question ko number 1, kailan natapos yung papacy? Anong date natapos yung papacy ni Peter? Ayon sa tradition niyo. Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. May nag-mute sa akin eh. Yes, yes.
Anong date natapos ang papacy ni Peter ayon sa tradition niyo?
67.
67 AD. Okay. Tanggap mo ba na ayon dito sa Liber Pontificalis, si Linus, sabi dito, he was bishop in the time of Nero from the consulship of Saturninus, occupied the see 11 years 3 months, and Scipio 656. Nag-umpisa siya sa 56 AD, natapos sa 67 AD. Ang tanong ko sa iyo ganito, pwede bang may dalawang pope na umupo na magkasabay?
Yes, pwede. And in the Great Sikhism nangyari yan noong 12th century, no, which is tatlo pa nga eh. We called it three popes.
How about Linus and Peter? Nagkasabay ba sila umupo ng bilang pope?
No. Again, according doon sa ating reference na mga binasa kanina, no, lalo na doon sa Information Almanac, it's 64 to 67 AD, no? 67 AD natapos. So, pumalit si Linus, 67 to 76, and 76 to 88 si Cletus, then sumunod si
Time,
Clement.
20 seconds consume. Next question.
Okay, ang next question ko, bakit nakalagay dito sa Liber Pontificalis na ang umpisa ng pag-upo ni Linus ay 56 AD, natapos ng 67 AD? Pakipaliwanag.
Kailan natapos ulit? Sorry.
Nagsimula siya sa 56 AD, natapos sa 67 AD. Ibig sabihin, nakaupo pa si Peter, nakaupo na rin si Linus.
No. Again, sabi nga natin doon sa New Catholic Encyclopedia, sabi doon, the papacy of Clemens is uncertain. No? Hindi siya sure. Estimated lang siya.
Hindi.
Next question. Time.
Okay.
20
So
seconds
ang tanong
next
ko is
question.
ang tanong ko is hindi tungkol kay Clemente. Ang tanong ko is tungkol kay Linus. Bakit sa Liber Pontificalis ang date niya is 56 AD at natapos siya sa 67 AD? Ibig sabihin, buhay pa si Peter, nakaupo ng Pope Linus. Pakipaliwanag.
Yes, no, gaya kay Pope Benedict XVI and Pope Francis, no. Si Pope Emeritus, no. Actually, there is a two pope today, the Emeritus and the current Pope, no. So hindi naman kasi talaga officially nag-resign si Pope Benedict, no. Hindi niya ginamit yung formula, so
Next
it's
question.
Ang next question is about so ngayon binabawi mo na kanina na hindi nagkasabay si Linus at saka si Peter. Nagkasabay ba si Linus bilang Pope at Peter bilang Pope?
Again, depende yan sa kalendaryong gamit mo. It's either galing kay Irenaeus, galing kay Eusebius na tinatawag nating Africanus calendar. Depende yan, no, kung kaninong record mo ginamit. So tingnan mo yung group kung saan kinuha ng Liber Pontificalis yan. No, yung Liber Pontificalis ay nag-base kay St. Jerome.
Okay, ang tanong ko, nagbigay ba sa account ni Irenaeus, nagbigay ba siya ng date ng pontification ni Linus?
Nagbigay siya ng date. No? Ito actually, mabuti na itanong mo. So sabi dito, no? Kay Linus ay 67. Kay Clement ay 88, no? Yun yung kanyang pagkakabigay, no? 67 kay Linus, 88 kay Clement.
Time.
Okay.
Next question.
Ang tanong ko, pakibigay exact reference ng sinabi ni Irenaeus, yung date ng AD. Kung
Ayan,
kailan
against
ako
heresies.
si Linus. Pakibasa exactly.
Against heresies.
Nakalagay dyan. Pakibasa na exactly.
Medyo nawawala sa akin si Sherwin. Pakiulit.
Hello?
Pakiulit.
Hello?
Nawawala sa akin si
Sabi
Sherwin.
ko,
Ayan, dinig.
sabi ko, yung account ni Irenaeus na nagbigay siya ng specific date. Sabi mo nagbigay siya ng specific date. Pakibasa nga yung account na.
Okay,
Exactly,
ito.
yung praise na
Sabi
yun,
niya.
yung praise na yan.
Ito yung praise, no? Ito yung praise. Ang sabi diyan sa against heresies, okay? Against heresies to, no, yung ating binabasa. Sabi niya diyan, on the 67 to 70 AD, the blessed apostle Peter himself founded the church with Paul. Ay,
Next question.
sayang.
Okay. Ang next question ko ganito. Since ang topic natin ay about dun sa about dito. Ang question ko is naniniwala ka ba na si Peter ay si Peter ay may in-appoint directly as kapalit niya?
May in-appoint directly si Peter?
I mean direct appointment, hindi by election.
Yes, meron. Si Linus. Babasahin ko pa nga lang eh. Ang sabi kasi dyan, no, ayun, no. Irenaeus against heresies, no? The blessed, on 67 to 70 AD, the blessed apostle himself, Saint Peter, founded the church in Rome with Apostle Paul, handed
Time,
over.
20 second consume. Next question.
Ay, okay.
Okay, ang next question ko ay, traditionally, ang Pope based sa tradition ng RCC is pinipili by clergy and laity of the diocese. Tama ba?
Yes, it's not just nakakulong ka lang doon sa college of cardinals, because kapag ka nagkulong ka lang doon, mawawala yung authority ni St. Peter kasi hindi naman gano'n ang nangyari kay St. Peter, wala namang election. So, you're proving that St. Peter is the first Pope, but pinatutunayan mo din na through College of Cardinals lang talaga.
Time, 20 second consume. Next question. Okay. Okay, salamat.
Nako, inabutan na naman.
Okay. So, pahinga mo na kayo. So, dyan na po mga sa lahat ng nanood sa room, sa live. So, dyan na po nagtatapos ang ating rebuttal stage ng debate na ito. So, Steve Con, baka may nagligawan dyan sa comment section habang nagpahinga pa muna sila.
Nandito lagi ay si Brother Jumong. So, sige, basahin ko na yung mga comment ni Brother Jumong. Saka kay Sister Nena, sabi niya, good luck Brother Denmar. Sabi ni Brother Jumong, Mr. Negative, patunayan mo po kasi bakit mali ang afirmatibo na si Clemente of Rome, ang kapalit ni Apostol Pablo, binibigay na ako wala pa rin. Tapos, matatapos na ang debate, wala pa din. Sabi ni Sister Nena, pinapatunayan lang na ang Catholic founded by Jesus Christ. At last, nakikinig lang po ako sa dalawang nagdidebate, pero hindi po nangangahulugan na tama po ang point of view nila. Tinitignan ko po ang katwiran nilang dalawa. Sabi ni Brother Jumong. Yan po. Brother Junri, balik sa'yo.
Salamat. So, let's proceed to the conclusion for 5 minutes conclusion. So, mauna dito ang negative side, Bro Tank.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. So, hindi natin pinamamalian
Bro,
na Clement. Okay, sorry.
Brother Denmar po ang negative.
Oo. Hindi natin pinamamalian, mga kapatid, na si Clement is one of the successors of Peter. Hindi siya pwedeng tatawagin successor of Cletus. So we believe that Clement is also successor of Peter, but he is fourth, pang-apat. Okay? Hindi siya ikalawa. At remember, umamin naman si Brother Sherwin kanina that he believes that Linus is the second Pope, not Clement. So kahit gustuhin ni Sherwin na si Clement ang nilagay ni Saint Peter si Linus, no? So against heresies, sabi doon, on 64 to 67 AD, the blessed apostle Saint Peter himself founded the church in Rome with Apostle Paul handed over the office of the episcopate to Linus. No, sabi doon. So, ito nauna pa ito kay Tertullian. Okay? Sabihin na natin, no, na it may be Tertullian's view na piliin si Clement, no? But ang sabi kasi doon ni Tertullian, no? So kung babasahin natin yung kanyang reference, ang sabi ni Tertullian kasi diyan, mga kapatid. Ayan, no. Okay, basahin natin, ano? Ayan. That Polycarp was placed there by John at the Church of Rome, which Clement to have ordained in like manner of Peter. So lalabas dito, maging si Polycarp, Pope din. Alam nyo, may pangalan namang Polycarp sa mga popes eh. Pero it's not just that the time of Polycarp na maging pope, no? So etong si Clement, no, ang sabi diyan, have been ordained in like manner of Peter. Bakit? Kasi, no, having appointed to their episcopal places of apostles, no, pareho kasi silang naging obispo ng Roma, pero hindi naging parehong Santo Papa at the same time. So meaning, no, si Peter pope na siya, habang si Clemens ay nananatiling bishop pa rin. Okay, hindi lang nakabasa ka ng bishop, nakabasa ka ng consecrate, nakabasa ka ng ordained, pope agad. No, hindi ganoon. So, katulad niyan, no, ang sabi diyan ni Eusebius, si Eusebius, no, nauna kay Tertullian. Ang sabi diyan ay Linus. Linus was Peter's successor in the episcopate of the church. No? So Clement, sabi dito, Clement was appointed third bishop of Rome. Was Paul testified, his co-laborer and fellow soldier. Church history by Eusebius. So dito naman third. So di ba dapat fourth, no? So iba-iba talaga. So it is actually yung sinasabi nating estimation of time. Kasi may sariling kalendaryo si Eusebius and Irenaeus. So meron silang magkaibang estimation of time. So it is inaccurate. So kailangan magtagpo kami ni Sherwin in another reference that is accurate. No? Samantalang kasi doon sa Liber Pontificalis binabasa niya, si Peter, si Linus, si Cletus, si Clement. Ayun naman talaga yung pagkakasunod-sunod doon. No? Ang ibig lang sabihin nun, yung apostolic succession of bishops. No? Apostolic of bishops. No? Peter, Linus, Cletus, and Clement. So magkakasunod yun. So, katulad niya, katulad ni James, hindi siya ang Pope sa Church of Jerusalem, no? Sa Diocese of Jerusalem. No, pero he is called bishop. Okay, siya pa ngayon tumayo doon sa conflict sa Jerusalem, but he is not the Pope. Peter was the Pope at that time, pero si James ang tumayo as bishop. It's because not all bishops are Pope. And all the popes are bishops. Okay, so it is clear that Clement is fourth and Linus is the real successor of Saint Peter according to references and history and church tradition according to the early church fathers. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Denmar. Ako'y nagbabalik, ang moderator. Salamat po sa iyong conclusion. Now we will go to our conclusion para sa ating affirmative side kay Sherwin for 5 minutes. Sherwin?
Okay, thank you for my conclusions again. Just a short correction, no. Doon sa against heresy, kahit basahin ko doon sa against heresy, actually si Irenaeus hindi siya nagbigay ng date ng 67 CE. Kasi malinaw dito, kahit sa screen na nakikita nyo, walang date siyang binigay. Sabi dito, the blessed apostle then have found and built up the church committed into hands of Linus, the office of the episcopate. Of this Linus, Paul makes mention of the epistle to Timothy. Walang binanggit kung anong araw, anong date to. Kaya nga sinasabi na kulang yung reference na galing kay Irenaeus. Actually, ang sabi dito, handed to him the office of episcopate. Pag sinabing office of episcopate, ito yung office of bishop. Hindi necessarily na office of Peter, yung seat of Peter. Office of bishop yan eh. At kung papansinin nyo sa account ni Irenaeus, ang nakalagay dito apostles plural. Typically, ang kung mag-a-appoint si Peter ng kapalit niya, it should be Peter, not the bunch of apostles o madaming apostles na nag-a-appoint sa kapalit niya. Kasi kapalit ni Peter yun eh. So siya dapat ang mag-a-appoint. Hindi apostles yung madami. Kasi si Peter lang ang nasa seat na yun. So again, kinukorek ko lang yun na hindi nagbigay si Irenaeus ng date. So 67C sa against heresy. Ilang beses ko na yan nabasa, ilang beses na yan na search. Walang kahit nga sa New Advent Pag binasa mo sa New Advent sa Catholic Encyclopedia, sinasabi doon na hindi enough yung reference na galing kay Irenaeus. Ang pinakaunang documents na nagbigay ng date, ang pinakaunang documents na nagbigay ng date is actually Liber Pontificalis na galing naman sa Liberian Catalog. Ang sinasabi ni Bro Dinmar kanina about doon sa reference niya na encyclopedia, yung reference na yun na encyclopedia, yan yung hindi ko natanong kanina, saan galing yung date na yun. Kasi ang earliest record na nagbigay ng date of office ni Linus ay matatagpuan sa Liberian Catalog na nilipat sa Liber Pontificalis. Ang nakalagay nga dito, 56 AD, ang umpisa ni Linus. Ibig sabihin, tumutugma ito sa sinabi ni Rufinus na habang buhay pa si Peter, in-appoint niya o kinonsecrate o inordain niya si Linus as bishop. Kaya nga sa presentation ko, ang sinasabi dito, tumutugba to sa sinasabi ni Rufinus, na sabi dito, how then, some men ask, can Clement in his letter to James say that Peter passed over to him his position as a church teacher? The explanation of this point, as I understand, is as follows. Linus and Cletus were no doubt bishop in the city of Rome before Clement, but this was in Peter's lifetime. Kaya nakalagay doon sa Liber Pontificalis, habang buhay pa si Peter, nakaupo ng bishop, na-concentrate na bishop si Linus. Exactly sa sinasabi ni Rufinus na sabi dito, Linus and Cletus were no doubt bishop in the city of Rome before Clement, but this was in Peter's lifetime. That is, they took charge of episcopal work. Pag sinabing episcopal work, ito yung bishop work. While he discharged the duties of the apostolate, he is known to have done the same thing in Caesarea, for there though was himself on the spot, yet he had at the side Zechariah, who had been ordained by bishop. So, may ginagawa si Peter na habang buhay siya, nag-o-ordain siya ng bishop, pero it does not mean na siya yung successor niya. Specifically, nauna si Clement, naging bishop, bali ganito yung nangyari, no? In-appoint niya, in-ordain niya si Linus as bishop na mag-priestly ministry doon sa Rome, at si Cletus doon sa Rome. Then iniwan niya yon, tapos nag-travel si Peter, tapos sinundan ni Clement. Si Clement naman ang kasama ni Peter. Then, at the end of, nung mamamatay na si Peter, pinili si Clement as his successor.
Time? Thank you very much, Sherwin, sa iyong conclusion. Ayan po, dyan po nagtatapos yung ating pong debate for tonight. Maraming salamat po sa inyo, debaters. Actually, kudos po sa ating dalawang debater for showing respect to one another. Maraming salamat po. Thank you, Sherwin. Thank you, Brother Denmar. Now you can thank your supporters tonight. If meron kayong mga gusto i-promote na activities that you would like the people to know about, simulan natin sa iyo, Denmar.
Okay, ayan. So, magandang gabi sa ating lahat, mga inikilaw namin kapatid. No? So, maraming salamat sa inyong pagtutok at pagsuporta sa Debaters Convention. At yung aking YouTube channel, no, yung Brother Denmar Santiago, lagi kayong mag-subscribe dyan at pag-follow. Kasi yung mga debates and ating mga live programs like Apollo Session and Faith and Spirituality, dyan natin ipinopost. And also, pinasasalamatan natin ang Catholic Faith Lay Apostolic Movement of the Philippines, headed by its founder and sa mga officers nito, no? And sa mga nanood, no, online dito sa ating messenger room, sa comment box, and sa bumubuo ng Debaters Convention, no, sa lahat ng admins and sa ating moderator ngayong gabi, si Brother Junril, and ang moderators, no, si Brother John Will and si Brother Albert, and yung ating recorder, no, si Debron. And pinasasalamatan natin si Brother Sherwin sa isang maayos na discussion, no, ngayong gabi ito. So, malaking kita sa Panginoon at advanced anniversary sa atin sa DEFCON. Yan. So, thank you so much and God bless.
Thank you very much. Brother Denmar now, Sherwin.
Yes, hello. Salamat sa mga nanonood. Kung meron man akong fans dyan, salamat sa mga I mean, it's a good discussion. I mean, it's a relief na meron tayong bagong pinag-uusapan regarding sa hindi lang tayo pabalik-balik. So anyway, thank you Denmar for a good discussion, at sa mga nakikinig, salamat sa inyo sa pakikinig. Kung may nanonood sa live, salamat din sa inyo. So ipopromote ko na rin lang yung website ko, www.showingmind.wordpress.com. So meron din akong podcast, Thinking Mind Podcast. Makikita nyo sa Spotify, mahanap nyo rin sa Anchor. So search nyo lang yan. So meron akong mga dinidiscuss doon. I think nasa episode 7 na ako sa podcast ko. So search nyo lang yun, Thinking Mind Podcast. So again, this is Sherwin ng Totoong Iglesia ni Cristo. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sherwin. Maraming salamat sa inyong dalawa. And of course, we would like to appreciate our audience, kayo po na nagsubaybay po sa amin. If you're watching this live or in replay, maraming salamat po. Sa mga nandito po sa kasama namin sa group chat, marami po sila dito kasama namin palagi. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. We love you all. Of course, we appreciate, we honor po yung mga admins po namin. Salamat po sa pagpapahiram ng inyong platform. And please do share our link. Ito pong link po natin dito po sa Debaters Convention page. And of course, you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ito po yung Debaters Convention Official, para mapanood po din po natin yung ating mga replay po doon sa ating YouTube channel. Again, it was an exciting debate for today. Once again, this is your moderator, Albert. Salamat sa inyong panonood ng pambansang debating platform ng Pinas. Walang iba kundi ang Debaters Convention. You have a great day. God bless you all.
Manalisig ka na lang ba sa katotohanan?